Hey there again. This is Bill, and we're back in the our game room basement here, and we're going to today talk about Data East Star Wars. I'm going to do an owner review for you in case you find one of these machines, or if there's any interested future owners that are looking for it. When we were looking into this machine and going over the internet, we didn't see a whole lot of real helpful reviews of the machine features and the various intricacies of it. So I hope that if there's anybody else out there that finds one of these machines for your operator business or for your home, that what we go through here today hopefully will be useful to you. And if not, then sorry. So this machine, Data East made it. Of course, Data East isn't around anymore. Star Wars, it's the sort of has an homage to the generic franchise. It isn't like the trilogy where there's individual toys, playfield toys for each movie, and but it's I remember this machine specifically from as a teenager playing it in the movie theater, and it's a really cool machine. This machine we found, there was a guy that had listed on Craigslist and had been in home use and really had been in storage for about 5 years, and it was a little rough, but there was a lot of potential in it. This one has coin taker LEDs and the back glass, as well as general illumination and playfield illumination, so it's a little blingier than what the original machine looked like. Might kind of invoke memories of Lawnmower Man with all the flashing during the game, but this one also has an upgraded CPU from pinballcode.com. It's an enthusiast that did just a really cool job of reverse engineering and changing some of the original code from the CPU, provided a new ROM that has some updated rule sets. Some of the rule sets I like, some of them I don't, but the great benefit is that it adds a ball save feature that was hidden as an Easter egg in the pinball machine code originally and disabled by a switch. And that ball save is a really popular among our guest players here, so I'd like to leave it anyway. So anyway, we'll go ahead and get started. When the pinball machine starts, you have this dot matrix display of New Hope clip that's pretty cool, and you have this skill shot, and it's kind of dark here, I know, but there's this knob that kind of rolls up and down and has a trigger on it for shooting the skill shot, for launching the ball, and for shooting a stormtrooper assault mode at certain points in the game. So we'll just try to get this guy for some points. So you kind of see the R2-D2 in the back. It has some really cool lights and sounds, and whenever the ball gets up underneath him, he kind of bounces up and down in protest around it. And apologies, that was a kind of a fail round, but it's okay. You can see we have this Death Star element in the back that just sort of turns, and it has this this door that's to I guess represent the exhaust port from A New Hope. And then we have drop targets here in this hyperspace area next to the ramp, and then the ramp, of course, is always good for lots of points. And we've got these two scoop targets on the left and the right of the field, and then an orbital launch around.
Stay on target.
I wanted to show this. So if you see the arc saber, the lightsaber arc in the middle will flash in the beginning, and that indicates that ball save is active, and that was a gift from the pinball code guys. And you notice as we ring this back ramp, we spell out Star Wars, and as we spell out Star Wars, we gain points and unlock objectives. If you look in the back in the about midway up the playfield table, the flashing green and yellow lights there here is sort of an objective map, and that's showing us our proximity to the Death Star. So as we achieve objectives in the game and we hit the Death Star, the closed door there, we get closer to unlocking the Death Star and opening it up and that's where the real points are going. I'm hitting this back ramp a lot, and there's a lot more to this game. I will say that a lot of the reviews of this game talk about once you master that back ramp hit, that it makes that the game becomes pretty monotonous. But I have probably played this game 500 times or more in a year, and I've never gotten tired of it. It's, if you like Star Wars and you like pinball, then you're really not going to be disappointed in this machine. One of the things I'll say about Data East is that I give them credit. It's like if you see the Indiana Jones next to me, it's in the back glass. There's a fluorescent bulb and it just sort of sits there and it doesn't do anything. Here Data East went to all this extra trouble to add all these crazy flashers and add moments in the game where they try to take your hand off the flippers to reach back down to the launcher to hit things, and they seem like they tried to really bring an extra level of detail to the game. So really, really mad props to an unfortunately no longer around pinball company. But so here's our Ring of the Death Star exhaust port with this cool little launch graphic, and then our multi-ball. So the Data East pinball machine, this one has most of them have free ball multi-balls, and this is no exception. This one rewards you if you can tap the door on the Death Star while it's closed during multi-ball with an enhanced scoring capability, so that there's basically a bonus mode that enables if your ball drains too soon, the Death Star opens back up and gives you an opportunity to ring the Death Star to open, to start the whole cycle over again. And then there's lots of points to be had in those modes. Unfortunately, I failed today at showing you all of the awesome high score capabilities, but you probably don't want to watch a 45-minute video of me going through and getting a 500 million score. So anyway, this is Data East, their Star Wars pinball machine from 1992. Coin taker LED kit installed, and some general maintenance done to the machine, and general shopping work to bring it back to life. But we're a very cool machine. So if you find one of these and you're into Star Wars, you're into pinball, and interested in finding just a solid old machine that will bring you hours and hours and hours of joy for you and your guests, then I would highly recommend the Star Wars pinball machine from Data East. Thanks for listening, and thanks for watching. I hope you got something from this, and then until next time.